Hippity hoppity hippity hoppity V2. Hi, it's Brainmuffin back with another beer review you can use, and up again is one of my beers. Now this is one that I made some modifications. This is the Hoppy Brown Belgian Stout. This is version 2. I've actually done 2 versions of this, and the other one has vanilla extract in it, so who knows what that's going to be like. So this one has been aging a while. Because of the batch size in it, the yield ended up being bigger than I actually wanted. The priming sugars are taking a long time to get carbonated, so I have no idea how well carbonated, if at all, this is going to be. I had a test bottle a few weeks ago. It needed to age some more. The thing about this was when it was in secondary, I didn't get it bottled when I wanted to. I had a lot of stuff going on, like 2 weeks in a row, and then I was sick, and then I just didn't get to it. So it may have aged and gotten too much oxidation. I don't know. So I'm not saying this is a batch I can just toss, but I'm just saying I have no idea. So I've added it to Untapped, the Brainmuffin's Beer Kitchen, so anybody that gets this can try it, and you can follow it. I'll try to add in some more information on it. I've got it on Beersmith downstairs. I just didn't print it out. So this may do nothing or may explode on me. I don't know. We've got some decent smoke. Nice aroma. I think it's just going to be flatter than I want, and I don't know if it's going to get any better. It's just the amount of priming sugar I had in the yield at the end was just a little bit too much, and I know it smells like an excuse. But unlike version 1, this one definitely has those dark fruit aromas that I was going for. I needed the golden ale yeast, and that's what I got in this one. Wow, so far it smells really good. There's a slight sulfur after smell, which will tone down in time. But definitely, this is not the vanilla ones, right? Yeah, almost, I don't know, maybe I'm getting paranoid. Wow, that is really sweet. And it's not very fizzy at all, unfortunately. It needs a lot more foam. So already I'm seeing some things that I'm going to have to tweak. One, I got to get my yield to be more accurate. And I only had a cup of priming sugar. And there's a bitterness. There is a bitterness that I am not sure what that is. The mouth feels very good. Very, very close to what I wanted. I wanted a little bit more mouthfeel, but there's a bitterness that I think is from the hops. I may have boiled them a little too long, and that'll tone down with time. But it's not a real bad bitterness. It does have style characteristics. It does have Belgian characteristics, which is what I was going for. It's a little on the sweet side on tip and mid mouth. But overall, it's pretty good. It's really, really close to what I want. So what I need to do is look at my brewing notes, make some minor modifications. This one I made several modifications. I only did instead of doing a 4-step mash, I think I had 5 mashing temperatures before before mash out. This one I just hit, I think it was 155. I really ought to have my notes there somewhere. And then I held that. So what I may do is that same temperature for a little bit longer, maybe another 10-15 minutes. Pull back on the hop bitterness, so perhaps slightly less version, a little bit fewer alphas, or don't boil them as long, and collect a little bit better, a bit more, probably a slightly thicker wort. I mean, maybe a ½ ounce per pound or something. Wow, but overall it's pretty good. There's some alcohol warming very late. It's not a burning sensation. This was done quite slowly, actually a little too cool, so I think that's where some of the thing, but the bitterness is okay, but I don't want the hot bitterness, and that's what I'm trying. I don't know if it's a hot bitterness or and definitely have to figure out how to get a better foam. This thing ought to be full. That's why I chose this glass. It has been sitting out a while. It is a little on the cold side. So I imagine as this thing warms up, it's going to be a little bit less bitter. but it's not going to get any more foam on it. So that may be because I didn't have enough priming sugar, because I ended up with like 6 gallons or something. I don't know how. I don't know how I ended up with so much extra. But overall, much, much better than my previous one. So I'm definitely going to check this in. I'm going to give it a 4, because I think there's still some more things that I can do. I can add to it. The 7% that I put on there is just trying to remember from my brewing notes. That would have been measured, but I'll do that. And I'm definitely going to get a bottle down to Listerman's Brewers and give me some feedback on what they like, what they don't like. It's definitely closer to being a stout and having Belgian characteristics. I just got to get that blend a little bit better and then get some consistency and see if I can brew the same thing multiple times. That'll be good. All right, thanks for clicking like. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for all the comments. We put some more beer reviews out last week. We got some great comments already. We got some more coming. Between editing, I'm behind, but they'll probably be months before I get this on. All right, thanks, and see you later. Happy home brewing. I need to move it to the right, pan left. Yeah, I do. I have my props with me. Tubby. The name, I just gave you the name. All right, I think I've got it too low now. If I multiply by the angular momentum and the mass, we'll get the hypotenuse. I think these are new. Plastic bottles instead of glass. If you would like these, please let me know. My daughter will make them for you. I don't know how much they cost, but 2 of you can talk about that. All right, Tubby. Y'all guys gonna be quiet? Let's get moving. We're back at it again, version 2 now. That was a horrible introduction. All right, let's block it.